Good morning, how are you? Well, today I am back on the River Humber. There it is. Woohoo! Yeah, it's a bit of a chilly start this morning, but I think it's going to warm up. It's already quite bright, so sunnies are out ready. Yeah, so I'm back on the Nev Cole Way finally. It's been a while, I have to say. I think the weather just got so horrible over the winter, it just wasn't worth doing it, and kind of lost the daylight as well in midwinter, so I've been waiting to get back on when the days are a bit longer and the weather's a bit better. But yeah, I'm so glad to be back on it. It's been a bit of a difficult start this morning. Apparently the bus timetable has changed on the 1st of April, which meant that I was stood at the bus stop for 40 minutes before I could get a bus, so that set me back a bit. And then when I got to New Holland, I got lost walking around the docks because the OS map I'm following on my phone, well, let's say the footpath and the paths at the docks don't correspond at all. So the very nice gentlemen who work at the docks sort of like guided me in the right direction. So basically I walked nearly 2 miles before I got back onto the River Humber. Yeah, so it's been an interesting morning so far, but finally here, just started. It's probably going to be lunch in about an hour, but at least I'm here. So I am looking forward to this. Yeah, it's going to be fairly flat walking because obviously we're at sea level. Yeah, I'm going to be doing about 13 miles today, plus the extra 2 that I've just done. And hopefully, fingers crossed, all going well, there should be a fabulous walk. Look at the size of the fields. They're huge, absolutely huge. It's amazing. So I do appreciate that this video might not be the most exciting video for YouTube watchers, I have to say, because essentially I'm just following this track along the Humber really. So the view gets a bit samey. There's no hills and mountains, there's no yeah, there's just nothing particularly interesting. For me it's great because this is a beautiful walk, so I can appreciate it, but I think it is one of those things, it probably doesn't come across very well on the video, I suppose. I think you can see here quite clearly how all this land is under sea level. Look at that, compared to the Humber. Obviously the Humber is tidal, it goes up and down, but yeah, a lot of Lincolnshire, North Lincolnshire was drained. It used to be marshland and it was drained away. I think it was Vermeulen, I think that's his name, a Dutch architect or landscape engineer, I don't know, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, he had his hand in helping to drain lots of the land and the marshland from here to turn it into farmland. I think there's a buzzard, 2 buzzards over there as well, look, flying around. Yeah, it's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous today. Really nice. Well, look at that on the side of this abandoned building. It says 25% of England's sewage is in the Humber. I wonder if that's true or not. I'll have to look that up. That's interesting, that, isn't it? So I'm guessing this must be a site of a sewage outlet. This is a Gox Hill outlet. So yeah, just assuming by the sewage sign graffitied on there. I just passed a guy fishing there. He sat not too far away from that sewage outlet, which is a horrible thought, isn't it? I've just stopped off for my lunch and it is still glorious out here. It's starting to cloud over just slightly, which might not be a bad thing because even though I did put some sun cream on this morning, I managed to leave the bottle at home, which is not a good idea when you're a ginger and your skin sort of peels off as soon as the sun comes out. So anyway, I'm kind of halfway to North Killingholme now, so that's where I'm heading to before I turn inland. So at North Killingholme, I don't think it's going to be very glamorous. There's a power station over there and there's oil refineries, so it's going to be quite industrial. It's going to be quite interesting. It's going to be a dramatic change from the bank of the Humber. Yeah, I've never walked this section before, so this is all new to me. So it's going to be interesting to see what it's like down there. There is a marsh harrier over there. I've just seen it swooping about and it's landed on a post over there. Well, I guess this is where we kind of lose the natural beauty of the Humber, and now we're going to sort of descend into power stations and oil refineries and general unpleasantness. Well, that was interesting. I had to go through a special gate to get across. I had to press a button which set off an alarm, and a security guy came and collected me and helped me cross this very busy plant crossing. So anyway, I'm on the other side now. Yeah, well, it's very interesting. Not very nice around here, very industrial. That is the first Nev Cole sign I have seen all day. So apparently heading down that way. Who knows what lies ahead of us. We've officially left the Humber now, unfortunately, and now I've got to walk down this long road with the lorries on. So yes, that will be interesting. Yeah, there's no path down here either. No path down this road, and there's lorries going past me. There is a bit of grass on this side now, so that's okay. That saves me from getting killed by a truck. Now the Nev Cole Way leads down here, and look, it's a marsh. There's bloody reeds growing in it. I can't believe it. Okay, I got through. I think I was being a bit overly dramatic there. It was not very nice. Yeah, and all that where the reeds are growing, that is just marsh. But yeah, it's just like basically a big pond you have to walk through. So my feet are a bit wet. I survived, it's okay. We're just plodding through muddy fields now. I think that could be the power station over there. Yeah, it's not a very pretty landscape, not at the moment. Anyway, let's carry on. Well, this isn't too bad now. We're just sort of wandering through the fields. We're sort of moving away from the power station. There's a buzzard up there. Yeah, it's quite pleasant now. Well, this is interesting. This is a public footpath, and look at the state of it. It is all mud. I don't know what they've done. It looks like they've stripped off a layer off the top, and then just like left it muddy. I don't know what's going on, but that's pretty appalling. So I'm gonna have to walk down this now. And yeah, there's patches of it where you just like sink in up to your ankles. It's not nice. Yeah, this is getting worse now. It's pretty bad. I think I'm going to try, see if we can get up that way and try and cut across over there somehow. Well, that was mental. That was mental. Just been through all that. That was awful. I'm like scratched up with brambles, covered in mud and everything. The footpath has just been like totally destroyed, and now I've walked into another field and look at this brand new kissing gate. There's a footpath laid out, trees planted beside it. Look at it, brand new fence. It's just mental, isn't it? Absolutely mental. Oh, anyway, right, I am feeling kind of exhausted. Hopefully it's not too far now. I seem to have run into a problem. This is public footpath and it is completely blocked off. I cannot get through there. I don't really know what I'm going to do because I don't know how to get round. Yeah, this is not good at all. Yeah, that's a bit shit. The joys of hiking. Finding the public path is completely blocked off. Right, so I think I'm gonna have to go back a bit on myself. I think there is another route around. I'm gonna, yeah, just try and work my way around this section. I'm trying to get onto the road to North Killingholme. I'm not too far really from the end of this section, so I'm trying to get to North Killingholme and then I'm going to South Killingholme, and then from there I'm walking down to Hayborough train station. So I've still got a couple more miles to go. I'm pretty knackered and yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. Well, if I'm starting to look a bit bedraggled, there is a reason for that. So I managed to get around a field, but I've just like gone through loads of mud again, and I'm just, yeah, I'm soaking. I'm covered in mud. Yeah, it's not looking good for the Nev Cole Way. That's all I can say. I mean, the stretch across around the Humber, brilliant, spot on. But once you come inland, yeah, we're just losing access to our public footpaths. That's the problem. Farmers are blocking them off, and landowners blocking them off, and they shouldn't be doing that. So yeah, it's a disaster. I mean, look at the state of this. I mean, this is not the route I should be taking, but This is just some farmers track this, but yeah, all the fly tipping, nice. Right, okay, so now I've got to go through these 2 villages and fingers crossed get to the train station. I'm back on the Nev Cole Way. That was a trial. I had to walk down a road with no path and huge lorries coming towards me. Again. Apparently this field has earthworks in it. It's kind of all lumpy bumpy, and I think we're going to be going past a moat as well. At this point, I don't think I care anymore. I'm just going to walk through another bog, I think, to get to the other side. Yeah, I think my patience has definitely run out today with all the blocked paths and the awful conditions of the paths. Yeah, terrible. At this point in time, I'm considering ending my Nev Cole Way journey. I think it's just, yeah, there's no way I could recommend this to anyone. You can't walk it safely. It's dangerous walking down these roads. The paths are blocked off. It's just, yeah, it's impossible. So I don't know. I mean, after this section, if things improve, I don't know. But you know what? I don't think I want to even risk it. I mean, there's obviously the section at South Ferriby that's blocked off as well. You can't get past that. Yeah, so I think currently the Nev Cole Way there's no point doing it. I mean, obviously go up to the Humber, have a wander up and down the Humber bank, Burton Woods at Burton on Ponstadder, all of that is gorgeous. Do all that section, but as for the rest of it, yeah, forget it. I think, yeah, I'm done. I think after today, that's it. I'm sad to say. It's not often I'm defeated by something, but I think in this case, enough is enough. My patience has worn out. Again, public footpath, barbed wire, can't get through. So I'm gonna have to go around again. I'm exhausted. Yeah, that whole section is barbed wire. And that's a public footpath that runs through there. It looks like locals have cut the barbed wire so they can get over this. So this is it. This is pretty much the end of it, because I am now not on the Nev Cole Way again. It's just completely blocked off. So yeah. So now I am walking down the road. This time I do actually have a path to walk on, so that's great. So that's it. No more Nev Cole Way. I can't even get on the Nev Cole Way now. It has been lost. So now I'm just going to head straight down this road until I get to the train station. It's been a couple of weeks since I finished this section of the Nev Cole Way, and at the time I didn't film an outro because one, I was totally fed up, two, I was on a busy road, and finally I was also making a rush for the train, so yeah, so I didn't bother. I didn't know really how to finish that walk and what to say about it. Yeah, I was really disappointed in the end. I did expect some issues along the way, especially after the stoppage at like South Ferriby, Wintringham, where you can't get through that section. So I suspected there was going to be some more issues, but not to that extent, I have to say. Yeah, it was really disappointing at the time, and I have decided that's it. I'm not going to follow the Nev Cole Way anymore. I will be doing some sections of the Nev Cole Way because I want to do the Wanderlust Way, and that joins up with the Nev Cole Way. And there's a little bit of the Viking Way that also covers a touch of the Nev Cole Way. So I will meet it again, but I do not plan to follow the rest of the route, which is disappointing. I have reported the path to North Lincolnshire Council, so I did report those areas of the path that you couldn't get through. They are aware of it and they've had dealings with it. I won't go into the ins and outs really. I might write a little bit in the description to the video. I think it is important, if you do come across paths that are blocked for whatever reason, then yeah, do report it to the local council. Find out what's happening. I mean, they might be aware of it, they might be dealing with the issue, they might be completely unaware of it, so I think it's important to report these things. So all I can say is thank you for watching this video, and the next video will be much nicer, I'm sure.